to the weekly beer and video review recap with Travelman Dan. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're having a great weekend. If you're American, I hope you had a great 4th of July and you enjoyed yourself. You had a bunch of hot dogs, hamburgers. You didn't blow off your well, thanks again for joining me here live. This is the weekly review and recap while I drink some beers and talk a little bit about them. So let's get right into it. Today's beer, we're gonna start off with. It is called Bear Republic Racer 5 Indiana Pale Ale IPA for other terms. All right, it is made by Bear Republic, independent since 1995. All right, 95, 95. All right, you guys all know what that is. It is from Northern California. It is brewed up in Cloverdale, so that's up near Sonoma, California. And if you don't know Sonoma, well, it's really popular with, it is basically like wine country, but it's way up north. And here we are. We're going to try out Racer 5. So let's give this a twist, a little snap, and let's try out this IPA. Ooh, right away I can smell all the fresh hops just coming out of it. A little skunky out of the tube. All right, let's give it a taste. Wow. That's good. Wow. It's got that real pungent, like hoppy taste. It's definitely thick. It's creamy, but it's refreshing. It kind of tastes like a light, more golden ale, but definitely a good beer. And whew, man, it's got a really strong taste to it, an aftertaste of hops and that IPA flavor. That, well, it is an acquired taste, so if you like it, this is definitely something that you want to get into. Racer is an aggressive style IPA. It's aggressive. How do you like that? Nice tasting beer here. Nice. Oh, no wonder. It is a 7.5%. So if you've watched these videos before, anything that I drink that's usually above 6% is strong, and this one is definitely a stronger one, being at 7.5. So we're going to continue talking a little bit about Racer 5 IPA, but let's get into this past week's videos. What did I release on Wednesday? Well, if you've watched it or if you haven't seen it, you're gonna see Moon Tribe, baby. Moon Tribe. All right, it's a real deal hippie kind of like gathering collective. It's centered around music, dancing, camping, and if you go and check out that video or you've seen it already, you're gonna see my adventure as I went up. It's in Wiselyville, California, so it is north, not as north as Racer 5, but it is a really cool little get together, smaller Coachella, smaller Bonnaroo, smaller Bonnaroo, if you will. You know, probably maybe only 1,200 people. I'm not sure in an exact count, but it was a lot of fun. We go there and we camp and we have a keg of beer, and it's centered around just hanging out, meeting people, and just enjoying ourselves. Moon Tribe, this was the 26th anniversary. I haven't been there. Man, I haven't been there in 15 years. So that was really cool to go out there. And what it is it's exclusive kind of private party because they don't want a lot of people going there and making it this big kind of commercial thing. So we went up there, we found out where it was. We were on the invite list and we went and camped. I went with a lot of my good friends. We danced, we had a good time, and it's all, hey, 青岛 beer 字幕。Qingdao is 非常很好喝. You know, I like Qingdao, and matter of fact, I will do Qingdao next week if I can, okay? For sure, I will definitely do it. But I like the Qingdao beer that's in the brown bottle. The green bottle that we see here in America is a little bit different. The Qingdao beer that you see in like Beijing and Qingdao is really good. But anyway, this is what we're drinking. I don't know if you've tried this one, and like I was saying, I was talking about Moon Tribe. If you get a chance to do it, if you get a chance to check it out, you like outdoor camping, you like dancing, you like partying, hanging out, having some drinks, just being around fire dancers, all kinds of eclectic people, that is the place for you. They do, I know they do parties every full moon, but their anniversary, 我会说一点儿，可是说的不好，听得马马虎虎。um, they're they're basically you know, doing parties for the full moon, celebrate the full moon. Their anniversary party was special because it was 26 years. All right, then on Food Friday, if you follow my channel and you've watched it, then you've seen what an awesome episode that was. It was a new adventure. It was something that I really never tried. I heard about it a lot, and it is called Beyond Meat. And 谢谢你. Beyond Meat is basically a plant-based hamburger or meat. Can you call it meat? I mean, I'm not really sure, but it's plant-based, and they serve it at Carl's Jr. I think they also serve it at Del Taco and Taco Bell. But it's basically like a meat, a beef, a chicken, your traditional meat substitute. And you're gonna see in that video, I order a giant star burger, which is a double massive burger at Carl's Jr. And man, the thing was slamming good. I mean, it was like juicy, it was heavy, it had some substance to it, and the taste was wow, it was shocking how good I enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen that video, you can check that out on my Food Friday, and that was an exciting thing for me because you know I like to do fast food restaurants, but now that they're serving up Beyond Meat, it's definitely more of a, well, that you just have to see the video. Now, I will point out, if you've never seen my videos before, when you do see me doing it from the card, it's usually a fast food restaurant because fast food restaurants don't allow me to film inside. You know, they got their rules. I respect that. You can't go into a place that's franchised that has secrets and you know, just whatever. I don't argue it. That's just the way it is. If you see me in the car, basically that's what I'm doing is fast food. And if you know of any good fast food places here in Los Angeles, let me know. All right, on with the Racer 5. All right, well, it is gone. It is definitely a strong ale. Now, I've only drank one bottle, but I can definitely feel the 7.5%. It has got a real strong hoppy taste to it, which I like. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and give the Racer 5, because of the alcohol percent, a 7.5. That's right, 7.5 on the Travelman Dan review reading system. And yeah, it's not bad. The thing about this is I like the taste. I like the strong hoppy taste. I just don't know how many of these I can drink without being face down in the mud because they are strong. But if you're looking for a strong IPA, Racer 5 is what you're looking at. All right, so hope you enjoyed the last week's videos. Let me tell you a little bit about my week this week. And wow, what a great week. Obviously, if you're American, you know about 4th of July, and we had a good time. I had just an amazing time at work, and then I went and did some other things, and it was just an overall good time. But yesterday was really exciting for me because I got to meet and hang out and talk to and just basically talk with one of my, you know, one of my superstar athlete kind of idols. And that is Manny Pacquiao, baby. Manny Pacquiao. He is fighting Keith Thurman on the 20th of July. That's this month. And he was up at near where I work, and he was training, and he brings a whole entourage of, like, man, there must have been like 500 people there, just kind of gathered around watching him and his team train, get ready. He runs the hills. If you're not familiar with that area of Griffith Park in Los Angeles, it's a really hilly place, and it's really good for training because you definitely need some endurance. So Manny Pacquiao was up there training, and I went up there just to see what was going on, and I met a couple of his team members, a guy named Manny, and he spoke for a little bit, and he asked me if I'd like to meet him, and I said absolutely. And so it was a real big pleasure to meet Manny Pacquiao and just, shake his hand, sit down, talk with him for a few minutes, talk to him about his upcoming fight, congratulate him on his success, tell him what a fan I am as him as a boxer. And well, the Filipino people are awesome. So Manny Pacquiao and his team, they were just really genuine, good people. And it was just such a pleasure for me to meet him, and I was overwhelmed and really happy about that. So good luck, Manny Pacquiao, on your fight against Keith Thurman on July 20th. If you want to see that photo, we did take a photo. You can check out my Instagram, and if you haven't already, my Instagram is Travelman Dan. That's it. I'm just keeping it real, baby. 100, 100. Anyway, what the hell. Manny Pacquiao, it was a pleasure to meet him, and I wish him the best of luck. I'll continue to watch him in his boxing career, and yeah, it was just a really exciting day for me. Now, going into what's happening this week is I'm actually heading off to Europe. That's right, tomorrow I'm going over to Europe. So Travel Man Dan for the next month or two will be traveling through Europe, Eastern Europe, some of my favorite places, some of my dream places, places that I never thought I would go to growing up in Kenmore, but I'm actually going there tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen, Denmark has always been in my top 5 destinations. What are your top 5 destinations? Go ahead and throw me a comment below. Let me know where you want to go. Give me your top 5 destinations. Copenhagen doesn't have to be in any specific order, just you really want to go there. Copenhagen was always in my top 5. It just, the trees, the old Eastern European city, it always just appealed to me growing up, and I'm finally going there, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So you're going to be able to see a bunch of really cool videos coming up of Travel Man Dan. I will be doing the weekly beer review from Europe, so stay tuned. We'll be slugging back some European beer. So we'll be drinking some Qingdao whenever I can get it. I'm not sure if I can get it over there, but don't worry. Also, I am going to Latvia. And in Latvia, if you know me personally, you know I love that country. You know I love the people there. I'm going to go over there and work for a little bit on a camp, and I'll stay tuned with you. I'll maybe even bring some people in on weekly beer review, and that will be really cool. And then I'm going to finish my trip in Lithuania, Vilnius. Vilnius, Lithuania is a city that I don't really know too much about. I know that it was part of the USSR. I know that the Ball brothers went over there and played basketball, and I just know that it looks really cool. It's very similar to Latvia and Estonia in terms of being green and having castles, and I'm just excited about the whole experience. So the next couple of weeks will be videos that I've already filmed here in California. They will be coming out, and then you will see starting in August some really cool stuff of me in Europe. So Travel Man Dan is heading over to Europe. Now, stay tuned. I will be doing weekly beer review and video review. Now, let's get into the second beer. Excuse me. All right, so the second beer we're going to be doing is called Trummer. It's called Trummer Pils. And the Pils is for Pilsner. It is brewed by the Trummer Brewery, and that Trummer Brewery is in Berkeley, California. All right, so that is where the University of Cal is, or Cal University. I'm not even sure. The Cal Berkeley, I think, is what they call it. But it is a Pilsner. It has been around since 2004. It is not as strong as the other beer that I just drank, so that's pretty cool. But let's give it a try. A Pilsner is usually like your average kind of, I don't want to say average, but like, just that beer that you, hot summer day where you want to suck back about 15 or 16 of them. Well, now, first upon smelling the bottle, It smells kind of like a Heineken, and I don't know if that has something to do with a green bottle. I did work at a place called Consumer Beverages in Buffalo, New York, and they had always told me that when it's in a green bottle and it's sitting in the lights of like where they store it, whether it be in a beer distributor or a grocery store, that something with the refraction of light coming from the lights that they have through the green bottle skunks the beer. I don't know if that's true or not. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. I have no idea. But um, right away, I definitely smell what smells to be like a Heineken and then like a, it's not skunky like the Racer 5, but definitely a little bit a skunky smell. So let's go ahead and try out the Trummer Pills. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Ooh, nice. That tastes like a delicious, good beer right there. That is just your standard Pilsner that, like I said, if you want to just hot day, you finish with construction, you're up on the roof with Eric Trafalski, you're laying down a bunch of drywall, and you just finish the day, you're hot, you're tired, and you just want to grab a Trummer and suck it down. It's definitely that kind of beer. So Trummer, you're a nice summer ale, and you done well as far as beer tasting. It almost tastes like Stella. Not as strong hops tasting, but I definitely taste some type of skunkiness in there, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. Like I said, I'm a beer drinker, but I am not a beer connoisseur. Now, let me get into the videos that are coming. I see one person is still with me. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me and hanging out with me this week. But now let's get into the videos that are coming up this week. And those videos are, first I go to, on Wednesday, a really cool place just on the outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, in the middle of nowhere. It is called Seven Magic Mountains. And what it is a rock installation. Kind of like, well, a Stonehenge, if you will. And they built seven statues. A guy named Ugo Randion. And you have to check this out because this guy is really cool. And if you're in this area or you come over here, you should probably stop because it doesn't take a lot of time. But if you see this video, he just stacked these rocks up and they're really colorful, vibrant, and the way that they bounce off. And I went on an overcast day, but the way that they bounce off the red and orange of the desert is just really cool and really unique. And you'll see that video coming out here this upcoming Wednesday. It's called Seven Magic Mountains. It's about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes outside of Las Vegas in the middle of nowhere off of Interstate 15. The Trummer. All right, then on Friday, get ready because it's one of my favorite foods. It is, I don't even know how to explain this colossal mess that I got myself into. But on this upcoming week, you're gonna see Friday's video where I go Travel Man Dan visits the iconic Hollywood hot dog stand, Pink's. And if you've ever heard of Pink's in Hollywood, or if you've ever been there, you know how fantastic it is for their crazy tube steak concoctions. These friggin' things are like, it's like, all right, let's see how many things we can put on top of a hot dog or inside. And it's just a really cool food Friday for you to go and see me scarf down, devour these massive hot dogs that are just these outlandish kind of creations. And it is in the iconic corner of Melrose and Highland, and it is called Pink's, and that will be out next Friday. Make sure you check that video out and leave me a comment and let me know if you've either been there, what you think would be a good combination of hot dog, what you think of the place, because I'm always kind of biased to the Buffalo hot dog, and that is the Salem's hot dog, and it's usually served up at like places like Ted's Hot Dogs, and but I will say that Pink's is definitely twisted my arm, and they had me intrigued, and it's really good and it's delicious, and I think you'll like that video. Let me slug down this last bit of Trummer and then say my rating, and then I'm off to get ready to go to Europe. Well, good beer. That's what I'm gonna say. Good beer. Uh, uh, Not really strong. Pretty good tasting when it's cold. The one thing that I'm a little biased and I'm a little kind of like, whoa, I don't really like that about is that weird skunky taste that comes from typically the green bottle. I don't know what it is, but wasn't overkill. Wasn't something that destroyed my taste of the Trummer. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give the Trummer a 6.5. A 6.5 for the Trummer. It's good beer. I mean, like I said, you're out working. It's a hot summer day. Um, you just want to sit back, relax, have a good beer, and have that taste. The Trummer is a good choice. So thanks a lot. I appreciate those two beers. The Racer 5 and the Trummer Pills. They were very good. Thanks for hanging with me. Whoever has hung on for the whole time, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me and just hanging out and experiencing Travel Man Dan weekly beer and video review. I'm off to Europe tomorrow, so stay tuned. The next week I'll try to make it more on California time. I'll do my best. I'll be in Copenhagen, Denmark, and thanks again for watching. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.